need to get ahead. Putin on brink of new nuclear threat as Moscow deploys 7K new missiles. Vladimir Putin could renew the nuclear threat and trigger another scare move on the West, an expert warns. Vladimir Putin could soon issue another nuclear threat and the West needs to prepare for that possibility, a former White House advisor warns. On Russia's Navy Day in Saint Petersburg, the Russian president issued another chilling threat, as he claimed the Russian Navy is set to receive 7,000 mph nuclear missiles in the coming months. Dr. Fiona Hill, a former senior director for Europe and Russia at the U.S. National Security Council, says Vladimir Putin could renew his nuclear threats in another scare move against the West. Dr. Hill warned on Intelligence Squared, "We then need to get ahead of this. We have to have a serious open discussion about it. And we have to figure out how we're going to tackle it before anything happens, and so, I think that's the only way to deal with is to talk about it. Talk about it calmly, lay it all out, and to realize that this guy is pushing our buttons, because in a psychological operation, the things that Putin was trained to participate in, you defeat the enemy before you even get to the battlefield. Now, in this case, he hasn't quite managed that, but the whole idea is that you tell everybody you can't possibly win, give up now. And that's basically what he's trying to tell us." Dr. Hill cited the Russian military occupation of the Chernobyl exclusion zone on the first day of the war, a strategy meant to scare the West and potentially dissuade it from hitting back. She said, "So, what we think about when the military forces, move through the Chernobyl exclusion zone, Putin was paying attention to the fact that everybody said they wouldn't possibly go through Chernobyl. Why would that do that? I mean, that's just horrific. I mean, why would they think about doing that? And they scare the heck out of everyone, not by just stirring up the dust, the toxic dust, that's going to actually, probably create a whole host of cancer cases, and all of the young conscripts that were sent through that." Dr. Hill said, "But it basically stirs up the dust of time for people like me and you and others who remember the Chernobyl explosion and the fact that we were all irradiated in Europe with the plume going over, and so, everybody's fears about nuclear power and how that can go wrong get stirred up again. Same thing with Zaporizhia, the largest nuclear plant in Europe. They deliberately shelled it, Dr. Hill repeated, "That wasn't an accident. And the timing was of course so opposite, because this was in the period when the Germans are debating whether they extend the life of their nuclear plants in order to try to offset these problems that they're going to face with natural gas coming in from Russia. And similarly, the Japanese are trying to figure out whether they kind of rev up again their nuclear power system. Notwithstanding all the fears from Fukushima, and of course, Germany and Japan are tied together in this kind of nuclear reaction after that explosion and accident, after the tsunami in Japan with Fukushima.